Here we go. Well, hello, everybody. It's Dr. Hank, and it's just another fabulous day in paradise here. And welcome to Mastermind. This is for real estate professionals, and we have agents and mortgage people. And what I love is our mastermind group is so involved with serving people and doing more business and making more money. And we've really just had a spectacular time. I was talking to one real estate professional today, and she said, "Oh, I'm so busy. I don't want to, talk about me being so busy because she's assuming everybody, isn't busy." And I said, "Oh, no, not this group, not everybody else. And we're not busy. We're actually really productive and serving people and having lots of fun. And in fact, I'm going to go out with, hello, Maria. How are you, darling? And Teresa." and, uh, so anyways, this is just a fabulous opportunity in order to, this has just been change. Again, what has been happening to us is just change that I'm going to share with you two main things today. Again, feel free to ask questions, make comments about them. This is brainstorming too. We want 1 plus 1 equals 3, and then we want 1 plus 1 equals 11, right? And so just bigger and better. And everything starts with our thoughts. And so just as a reminder, what we have is on Tuesdays for real estate professionals, we do this at noon Central Time and across America, if you will, and why I say Central Time. And then and this is really to help us with new ideas. And so I'm going to bring you today two amazing things on how to really get engaged in social media and some things that you probably have not heard about. And if you have, probably don't use that I'm going to share with you and give you some resources in order to really grow that connection. First of all, to inform and then to nurture your relationships with people on social media, because social media is a grand place in order to make connections, serve, and of course grow your business and your wealth. And then I'm going to get into really it's a very personal thing on my side where with my son and he got furloughed and he was a big executive and everything, and how I've turned around this into being so magnificent, the opportunity for him. But even more so, I channeled, if you will, and it just came to me this beautiful thoughts on how to, for each of you, to create financial abundance. And so I'm gonna literally go through an exercise with you that I guarantee you're gonna have more financial abundance. You're just not going to be able to get away from it. You're not going to be able to talk about your lack of limitation. And it doesn't matter, because this thing is going to really just be wonderful and be a blessing. And so, and again, I'm so happy. I never know I never have an agenda or anything that, God just tells me, hey, here's what you talk about. And so on Tuesdays, we have this master mindset. Then on Wednesdays, we have for everybody. So it's for kids, adults, grandparents, parents, whoever, whatever, and your clients. And it's health, wealth, and success. And I've had some just amazing times with some people. So one is actually I met them through um, our first responders program, and it's a nurse practitioner, and she helps people with this insomnia. And immediately my wife Sharon goes, "Oh, raised her hand, said, hey, I want to use her." And so what she does is she takes your blood and gives you prescriptions and everything, and but then she does it with heart, and she looks at all of you and your emotions, so she can help you if you're stressed, anxious, whatever. And she talks about the three minds, that we have three minds. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about those three minds that each of us have. And it's really fascinating to realize it. So I'll tip you off on one mind is here, the other mind is your heart, but the other mind is your gut. And so it's three ways in order that God can communicate to us when we're in an allowing place. And then on Thursday, we do, and again, really that's to build and nurture these and inform for your clients, for your prospects, for your family, for yourself. And so I would encourage you and everybody else. I now have, I just changed it today to our Zoom meetings are going to be for 500 people now, because we're just getting more and more people and involved in all kinds of programs that are going to help you build your business at the same time, build your lives and build your relationships. And so it's exciting. And then on Thursday at noon, so all of these at noon central, then on Thursday, and every week we do it, and it's the same link every week. So we keep it all real simple and easy, because that's what I'm all about. Make it simple, easy, and fun and playful, a little playful. We'll do a little singing today. And then on Friday, I'm sorry, on Thursday, that's just for real estate agents to share with them the 5 steps to their GPS success, and time-proven 5 steps. It's a proprietary process that I own on how to build your business and your wealth. And so we have people that have done the last like 2 months, like are up to $3 million worth of business. In April, making $35,000 worth of commission. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're wanting to build your business and build your wealth, that will be on Thursday. But really all 3 of these will build your business, build your wealth, and build your life. And so let's get into it. And the master mindset that what have we been through in the last, maybe month or so? Just amazing things. See, this change that has happened to us and is happening around the world, that we look for the opportunities. So instead of us saying, oh, we're just going to sit inside, we said, oh, no, we're going to start walking. We're going to start talking, meeting people, have virtual this and that, and open houses, and do all kinds of things. So if you haven't, and if you want information, just we record these and you can have it. But just recently that we have talked about, for example, how to connect with your lists and your sphere of influence, and how to show your expertise and that you're up to speed about the eviction moratorium, about the loan modification program, about forbearance. And again, if you're not up to speed on that, we can get you up to speed. And, that's what we talked about. We talked about the real estate industry, that that thousands of iBuying opportunities are all gone because of this, which means it gave us more opportunity. We literally have thousands of homes every month now in every market, wherever you are, in order to do it. And so, some specifics like Zillow was expecting to do 5,000 a month, and they're down to 0. So we have this window, about 6 months of opportunity right now, that's going to be the best window ever for you to build your business, to build your life, your wealth, your health, everything. And it's just 6 months. And just so you know, after 6 months, we're going to have another opportunity. And so we'll look for it. We'll knock on that door, and the door shall be open for us. We also have a list of 10 steps on how to motivate your buyer to act right now under this environment, and also another 10 steps to how to motivate your sellers. So we have gotten, in fact, we've gotten millions of dollars of business that wasn't moving initially, and because of these 10 steps we shared with them, and they were doing it. We also have investor opportunities, and oh my gosh, we're looking at homes, we're looking at apartment buildings. I mean, really, we have more activity than ever, and it's all a matter for you to just be able to do. And I would write down, and I would make sure you take notes on all this, because I'm going to give you lots of opportunities, and then afterwards I want you to review your notes and say, hey, what is the one that really feels best to me that I want to go after? Because as long as you just make a choice to go after these opportunities, that you'll be successful in them. And I'm here to help you. We're all here to help you to do this. We have Airbnb. Do you know how many investors are no longer investors and looking to sell their stuff because their cash flow is so good and they really extended themselves and everything? So anyways, we got all kinds of opportunities for you. And then I actually have a list of the 18 advantages of today's market. And so if you need to get some more thoughts, remember thoughts become things. So if you want to know those 18 advantages, just let me know. But today we're going to do, of course, something new and exciting and cutting edge. Nobody else has, brand new, hot off the press. And that's because that's what we want to be. We want to be the best. So I have 10 ways for you to really inform and nurture your list as well as in social media on how to be able to do that. So I'm going to go through this list. I actually have this list recorded for you, also a separate, a whole podcast on this that I just did yesterday. And with America's #1 social media guru expert. And that I also have the list in soft copy. And so if you want this list afterwards, just email me or text me and let me know, and I'll get that for you. So here's #1. The first thing we have to understand is, what's the consumer, what's our sphere of influence looking for? And so where would you go and find that out? You know, what are they interested in? Well, probably we'd like to know what they're searching for, okay? So if you do keywordseverywhere.com, again, keywordseverywhere.com, it will show you the most searched topics of the interest level that people have right now. The other one is answerthepublic.com. So this is the best like blogs you could make, best emails you could do, best posts you could do that are written by other people in answer to these biggest consumer needs. So it's like all done for you. And that's why I just love all this. It's all simple and easy. But again, this is to find out what the consumer needs, and to respond to it is keywordseverywhere.com. So check it out. And then answerthepublic.com. And has anybody even heard of either one of those before? Anybody? If you have, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, they're just, fabulous. Brian, did you say you did?
Yeah, I fiddled around with that keywords.
Yeah.
Everywhere.com.
Good. And did you find it helpful? The answer is apparently no.
It's one of those, hey, look, you said something, what really works best for me, and can't do everything. It may be good for someone. I would say check it out. I haven't heard of the answerthepublic.com.
Okay.
Go look at them again. So I don't know, maybe it will resonate with me differently, because we're in it's a different day and a different moment in time.
There you go. Well, I have even something better for each one of us now, because we are all part of the Mastermind group, that you're going to be able to have a free 1-hour session with Karen Albert to talk about all of this, and she'll do it. She's not pushy. She has this attitude of all heart. She doesn't try to upsell you, nothing. She will give you an hour of your time. And in fact, I know, Teresa, you were actually looking that I think it was only going to be like a 20-minute call or something. And she was on the phone with you for an hour and a half to do what she calls a social media facelift. By the way, I've done that, and you should see my stuff that, like if you go to Agent Wealth Success, Facebook, my business page, just take a look at that. There's videos, all this cool stuff on it, and believe me, I didn't do any of it as far as putting it together, and but she did. And so you'll be able to, so if you want to get this free a call with, and typically she'll do a Zoom, and she'll literally walk you right through keywordseverywhere.com. Like, for example, that one you can actually put on your, put on your computer somehow. She knows how to do it. Again, I don't do any of the stuff. My people do it, if you will. But you know, there's a way to make it really easy and then figure out how to do. And again, answerthepublic.com is good. Okay, so that's point one. And remember, all of these points, you'll have an expert. So any one of these points that you want to know about, you're going to have an hour to be talk about all of them if you want, or one of them, or whatever. Okay, so now another one. Point number two is educate and inform with blogs. And so if you go to fiverr.com, and I'll spell that FIVERR.com. So maybe it's Fiverr. Yeah, Fiverr, I think it is. So it's 5 and then RR.com. FIVERR.com. They actually write the blogs for you. And you take it, and these are the top blog people that, you know, get all these thousands of likes and all of this stuff. And it's very inexpensive. Another one on that is called Pinpoint, PINPOINT, local.com. And again, this is a way to educate and inform in topics that you're interested in. You go there, you find that, search for that topic, and then you'll get the best bloggers in the country and be able to do it for like $2 or something that they'll send in. So it's just a great way of doing it. So the rest of these, I'm going to kind of rattle these off, but I want you to know on how much is out there. But again, it's this idea about, hey, write this all down, and then whatever feels best, I want you to pick from. But educate and inform in how-to videos. And so, you know, how do I get my home ready? How do I get my mortgage, you know, with you, that these type of how-tos? Well, it's called Animoto. So it's ANIMOTO.com. And this is a YouTube video builder. And it used to be only available to big, huge companies. And as of like last week, it became available to us. We're going to be able to use these professional videos that are done, and it's free. In fact, most of this stuff is free for you. But if you're, so how would I look at this? As I would say, hey, you know, I'm interested in doing more videos. Well, this is the place that you go to, because YouTube is going to show you and give you all these to make it just look like the most professional video. And again, used to only be available to major, large, billion-dollar companies. And now it's available to all of us. Isn't that fun? Yay, we love that.
Well,
and
how do you spell Animoto? Can you
what's that?
How do you spell Animoto?
ANIMOTO.com.
Okay, cool.
So
Thank
it's
you.
ANIMOTO.com. You know, also Instagram was never intended to be used with a computer. That's why if you've ever been doing anything with Instagram and you're not on your phone doing your computer, you can't do squat. Well, those days just changed. And this is about, again, 2 weeks old. I mean, all this stuff is just hot off the press. But this is, so you can use, it's called Facebook Creator Studio. So go to Facebook, and of course, Facebook owns Instagram, okay? And it's a way to be on your computer and actually plug into Instagram and be able to do now these social media posts and just all kinds of things. And again, I'm going to be very brief on these because I don't want you to feel, I want you to feel very light and easy on, oh, here's as usual, everything's like a buffet, okay? Just look at me as I'm one big buffet, and you just pick whatever you want out of the buffet, okay? So if you don't like the vegetables, don't get any vegetables and just get the dessert or whatever you want, okay? And so this is just a buffet. But number 5, these watch parties on Facebook. Have you seen that? And like, what the heck is that and stuff? Well, that's where you can do a video first, and then you can have a watch party, and you're there talking with other people about your video. And so again, you're going to want to get a hold of Karen Albert to know the specifics. And for some of you that are techie and enjoy doing that, you can just search it and do watch parties and find out how to do watch parties. But they're live party. Doing Facebook Live is one thing, and then also doing watch parties is a big thing. And then there's Facebook Pages feed, and that's a whole nother thing with your business page, which is called Facebook Pages, okay? And there's a way to connect with like local businesses. And again, just know that this is another item on the buffet, and that Karen can help you with all of it. For those of you that are on my list, I send out an email this morning with that recording on it. And then if you need Karen's contact information, I think it's there. And then, but also you can just, contact me to do that. So all kinds of things. Instagram now, LinkedIn now uses hashtags. So this is brand new. LinkedIn never used hashtags before. It's another, so if you're on there, and if you want to start using that for LinkedIn, that they use hashtags, and Instagram is using hashtags. So, that's the pound sign. I used to call it the pound sign. Now it's called the hashtag, but it's the pound. And of course, there's Boom, and then there's Calendly, and so what I would suggest that you all do is I would just contact Karen and say, hey, I want an hour. And again, typically most of us have way more time than we had before. And so let's use it for all these amazing things. Karen's free. She can go through the 1 through 10. I have that 1 through 10 for you. And again, I just briefly went through it, but look at all those opportunities that we have to be able to inform and nurture our list, if you will, in all different ways, in blogs, emails, and especially on the social media. So any thoughts, comments about that? Oh, come on, don't everybody be waving your hand. Call on me, call on me.
Hey, Dr. Hank, how are you today?
Hey, I'm wonderful, Teresa. What's up?
Good. I just want to let everybody know that I've been praying for all of you to increase your business and sending you specifically one new listing and one new buyer.
Ooh,
I hope that they've arrived for all of you.
But they're already in energy form, so they've arrived. You just need to allow it in.
Exactly. And then I also wanted to say that I've been working with Karen Arnold, and I cannot even begin to tell you, you don't know what you don't know. And so this last week with her has been inspirational. And I'm more excited than I've ever been.
And who is Karen? Can you share with everybody?
Karen Arnold is the owner of Behind Your Curtain. And she literally does a full, she's like an architect, really, social media architect.
Yeah.
And she goes through and she not only helps you with her staff rebuild all of your social media sites, but she also trains you how to use them to create leads, and it's so incredibly diverse. Yeah. And there's so many different options to capture business that I had no idea. So I'm just really enjoying working with her.
That's great. Her last name is Albert.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's why I didn't know which Karen. So this is the Karen that I suggested that Albert. You guys, and she's behindyourcurtain.com. Again, I've known her for years. We're dear friends. She lives out in Colorado. And and she's connected. She knows that she just mainly focuses with real estate agents and brokers and mortgage people, you know, the real estate professionals, so all of us. So yeah, so Karen is just great. Yes, yes, Maria.
Teresa, so I'm not terribly, I don't do so well with this stuff. I like face-to-face and hugging like Dr. Hank, so I'm trying to get a lot better at it and have for a long time. So when she sets everything up, were you finding that there's a lot of time that you have to spend afterwards, or is it fairly automatic from that point once it's set up? Or do you have to do a ton of follow-up on the backside? Or
So
just
a summary version is that you are rebranding yourself. And so she does that in the most professional way. All of your social media is set up by her and her team. And then thereafter is that she has training on each platform where the training class is recorded.
Mhm.
And then you can play it back later to practice on the things that she's taught you to do. I myself am in a position where I'm going to hire an assistant.
Yeah.
Because my business is, well,
Ooh.
wonderfully busy. And so
Productive.
I think that you could pick up things that you could do on a daily basis yourself, Maria. But
And
are you going to have your assistant do the follow-up on all that?
So Maria,
it's really more like have them manage the postings, have them, and a lot of it has to do with sharing other people's posts. So here I'm doing all these videos and all of this content work when there's a whole nother world out there of just merely sharing other people's messages that will bring you business.
Oh, so you don't even have to create it. You're just sharing it. Whoa. Okay.
One of the strategies, and Maria, just because I know your specific situation, that what I did is I used my virtual assistant, and she was on the training with me and Karen. And I pretty much didn't pay attention per se, you know, I mean, okay, that's fine. But I knew I wasn't going to do any of this stuff. And so now I'll do the content of whatever, but basically, and when I say content, like I'll do inspiration from Dr. Hank on Sundays that she knows. And then I have her doing posts on a regular basis on some of my quotes or whatever, but I don't do any of that. Now on my personal page, I'm just doing my personal stuff, and on Angel Connections and on Agent Wealth Success, my two groups, I'll put in quotes and, you know, things to uplift, and that's me. But all the rest of the stuff that I do isn't me at all.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I direct it, I'm behind the scenes as far as, hey, this is how I want it. And then my assistant does it all. So you would have your assistant be in on the training so she knows how to do it. And then you guys decide, hey, which strategy do we want to use, and how can we use other
how often and all that. Okay. Very good. Thank you. And did you say somehow I got locked out for a minute, how to get back on, so I didn't catch Karen's information. Is that, you said that was somewhere else?
Yeah, well, you always can contact me, and but I'm going to just give it to you right now. And what I would do is I just call her, and she's just great. So her name is Karen Albert, and her company is BehindYourCurtain.com, and her cell is 310-699-4915. And so, so first of all, I want to make sure that none of us ever use that word busy, okay? Because busy is no good. We don't want to be busy, okay? We want to have fun. We want to be productive. We want lots of business. So with Maria, you have lots of business, and you're in mortgage, and you're my best mortgage lady that I know, and I love you. And you're the best for, you know, my age, and they all love you. And so I know you're really busy because real estate interest rates are lower than they've ever been in the history of America. Is that an accurate statement? And so because of that, then what I would do is I would get you and your assistant and Karen to schedule a Zoom call for an hour and get them started on that. And then you don't even attend any of the meetings, just have your assistant, and you give all your login information. You know, Karen has all of my login information. My virtual assistant has all. I don't even know my login information, really. That I have to ask her, you know, when somebody says, hey, how do you log in? Hell, I got to go to Jeannie and ask Jeannie on how to do it. But there, and the reason why that is because I want to have lots of time. I want to just have fun and I want to play. And so when you ask for that, then amazing things will happen. Like if you want an $8 an hour assistant that is really good, we have one for you. And isn't he good? That Teresa, you use JR, and we have other assistants for $8 an hour. They know what they're doing, and you know they don't. You just have to tell them they're very good at taking instructions, and they speak English and all that good stuff. But they're not from the U.S. or from the Philippines or whatever. But so we got all kinds of help, and for $8 an hour, I have people on LinkedIn making contacts with me. I have I have like 16,000 connections on LinkedIn. And if I ask all of you, how many do you have? You don't have anywhere close to that. Well, and you must think, wow, that Dr. Hank's working all the time at night or whatever. I haven't done any of those connections. But I tell them what to tell the connection, hey, and I'm in real estate, see you are. So I have great scripts. So if you want to connect with people on LinkedIn, I have these scripts in order to connect with people on LinkedIn. And that's mainly my scripts right now are for agents, but there's, other to attract, real estate professionals. But you guys are, for the most part, are looking for the consumer, and we have scripts for that too. So good conversation. Love it. Other thoughts, comments about that?
A couple of points I just want to bring up because I've spoke with Karen as well a couple times, and I've heard you say this, and maybe this has changed with all of these changes that we're in. And this is a question for you, but I remember you would always say the key to social media is get people off of social media. Do you want to comment on that? And is that still the case? And then I've got one other point after you share that.
Sure. So, so really the point of social media is to get them off of social media. And which means you want to have a phone call with them. You want to have a Zoom meeting with them. You want to meet them. Teresa and I are meeting in an hour or whatever, and we're going to go have lunch, okay? Because we haven't bought into any of this stuff about whatever, that there's just been changes. And it's a bad flu season, but flu season's over. It's Maine, it's over 90 degrees, killed all the things. So there's my quick summary on why we're going out to, dinner. Last night I had just an amazing dinner at Blue Sushi, and anyways, I live in the dream because I don't watch TV or anything. I just live my life, and that's why I'm healthy and happy, and I have my own thoughts. So back to that, you have to connect on social media. Social media is where everybody is. So you have to be on social media. Your consumer, and again, I'm mainly speaking on behalf of real estate, anybody, any real estate professional, that the consumer is looking at you and judges. One of the 3 criteria to judge whether or not they're going to select you is how you look on social media. So if you don't look like you're very much out there, that's why we have a leads program that literally puts you into social media on other people's listings where it looks like you're the queen or king of that neighborhood, because everything that's going on, you're going on in that social media. But the whole point of doing that is for them to then reach out and contact you or give you their contact information so you can call them, you can connect with them, and then you can start serving them and doing business with them. So yes, Ryan, the ultimate goal on all of this is to get them off of social media and get them into you so you can build that relationship. So when they're ready to buy or sell their home, which for many is right now, that you're the guy they pick.
Cool, thanks. And then time spent on social media. I think I recall someone, and you can share whatever, but only spend 30 minutes to an hour on social media. That's it, and get off of it.
Max, yeah. So your personal social media probably isn't going to build any business for you, and most of that, like you could just get lost in that and be, answering people and talking to people and everything, and so, and that's fine, except that you want to make sure, hey, how much time, you don't want to get lost in it. So I like this idea of, maybe a half hour, but what that half hour is doing, what Karen will help you with is what kind of message are you sending out there? How are you connecting with people? And so, and there is that need to connect initially with them on the social media, on whatever platform you're at. So like I love LinkedIn because it's more professional. See, you could do a search for executives, of companies, large companies in your market area in Dallas or wherever you are. And you could do a search and just start connecting with those people. Why? Because those people probably have more money and probably are looking to buy and sell bigger homes when they're in the position to buy or sell bigger homes, that they can afford that. And so there's all kinds of ways, but you just have to determine, what do I want? And so if you want, hey, I want higher end people, I want to connect with those people, well, LinkedIn's the best place to be able to do that. Now, if you want to do kind of the neighborhood, the community, that's where you want to join Facebook groups, for example. And then Instagram's a great way to get millennials. So it depends who you're looking for, what you want. And that's why it's so important every morning to do the Joy Shop. And again, if you need to know more about that, just email me or whatever. But to do the Joy Shop, the first thing you write down is what I want, because you need to have clarity of what you want. It's just not, oh, I want more business and I want more money. Okay, so so when you think about that, wow, I want it easy. Okay, I want lots of it. I want more freedom, and I want more money than I ever imagined. I want to serve more people, and there's all kinds of wants that you would want professionally on that. So so I think the main key there is not so much it's hey, how much time, what are you going to invest in social media, but more importantly, what are your high payoff activities in social media? And normally that is posting, and that is responding to potential clients of yours. Your friends and family, and that's great with friends and family, but like a lot on my personal page, none of them are agents or brokers, and I can help just about anybody, right? But what I want is I want to be able to attract more agents and brokers to share this good news, that we got good news to share, the best news I've ever seen in any business. And so I want to share that good news. And most of them aren't on my personal thing. In fact, most of them I find in that, what I want is in LinkedIn. So you need to do. So I invest way more time on LinkedIn. So if you notice, I don't respond much on Facebook or whatever, because I could be lost in that, Good?
Yeah, I had a couple other things come to mind, and you shared about the groups, and I just want to share, and some people haven't seen the full GPS, so they don't really know or understand this, but there's a part within our lead generation program that we have that uses the groups within Facebook. So if you're on, like, that's one thing that you can do, just to spend a couple of minutes, and you can add 10 groups a day, doesn't matter what they are,
right,
to help you with your lead process moving forward. And you can share a little bit about that, but I wanted to share about something else. And I still, like, we're talking about social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, but I believe that still the most important part, and I want to know what you think about this, is still the mindset, because everything that we create basically comes from within to without. So I think the whole social media thing is just an inside job. And if we generate leads from that, It's something that we've created in the inside.
Yeah. I love you, man.
What do you think about that?
It's like he just dovetails right into the really important topic, because this is all nice and these are what I would call tactics, and they're great. But if you don't get this next part that I'm going to share with you, and it's going to be magical, you're going to love it, that all you need is this next part, and then you'll be led to what you want to do. Because what I don't want you to do, hey Marco, that what I don't want you to do is to get overwhelmed on, oh, there's all this stuff and I got to spend all this. That's not the way. We were meant to go on this easy, fun path that's downstream, and we're just supposed to be row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And that's how life's supposed to be, okay? Now, thank you very much. Now what has happened, though, is we're swimming upstream and we're working hard, we're doing this, we're doing that, we think we got to do this social media and everything, and none of our desires are up there. All of our desires are downstream. So if we'll just breathe in deeply and relax and allow, because see, the Father does the work. We don't have to do any work. We just have to be clear on what we want. Now, the reason why I gave you this buffet menu, more items on the menu today, is because when you feel good, and that was my startup statement on this, is when you feel good, like that's why I want you to write down all these opportunities and then just go wherever the good feeling is, because that's where God is leading you. You're on this right now because God said, hey, based on the things that you've been, here you are, and here's what you want. And there's that path of least resistance. So on that path is this right now in this red hot moment for all of us. Okay, to be able to be together, be able to share, talk, discuss, and hear these new thoughts. So I'm going to just answer your other comment about if you want to, one easy step if you want to get engaged in the social media is what Ryan shared with you, is join 10 groups on Facebook a day that relate to your market. Okay, so if you're in Preston Hollow, that then you'll do just in the search by Preston Hollow, just put in, and you'll get all kinds of different groups. And you want to join those. And the reason why you can only do 10, and see, this is where all the secrets are, where we are right here. This mastermind gives all the secrets, gives all the solutions and answers, because that's what we look for. Well, the Facebook police will come after you if you do more than 10 Facebook groups a day. So that's why you only do 10. And then we like it because it's nice and easy, doesn't take me long, and I join those 10. And then that will go with our leads program that we'll learn on Thursday on how we can use that leads program to blow up our business and get 1 out of 5 leads closing, and making 25 grand a month and all these other wonderful, things that are going on. Okay, so with that, let's move into the real stuff now. So this is like the menu item, if you will. And so I'm going to help you create financial abundance right now. And as was shared with you, it's an inside job. And so these times, my friends, have been absolute blessings for us, because this change has provided more opportunities. And these words that I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to put you kind of down into an easy place so that I can share with you. But these will be the greatest advantage to you now and forevermore for your financial abundance. So what I'd like you to do is, and it would be easiest to, we're going to go into the kingdom within. So I'd like you to just close your eyes.
Hey, Doctor.
I want you to breathe deeply in. Breathe in 5 seconds. And breathe out 5 seconds. And just say to yourself, relax. Again, breathe in. And quiet your mind. And that was 1 minute. You need 1 minute before you can start sending your signal out. And as you connect now with your higher self, together we're going to embrace and immerse ourselves in these truths. This is now helping us to find the vibration, the signal, the emotion, to have financial abundance flow into our personal experience. The stream of abundance is always flowing. And these times are creating the perfect time for each one of us to receive the abundance that we have been asking for. This is going to be easy for you. Abundance is coming quickly to you now, as you are already well along your way. Breathe in. There is a power in these words that now is putting you into a state of allowing. Prosperity is now flowing into your experience in magical and remarkable ways. As you allow and believe this, your abundance will become evident. Simply by shifting your thoughts about money to feelings of being eager for more money, of having more fun by creating and attracting more money. Immediate financial manifestations will be evident simply by your shift in this attitude of having money, looking forward to it, being eager about it, being playful with it, having fun with it. The path to financial abundance, my friends, is an emotional path. And you have the power right now to be able to feel better. You need to do nothing but relax into your natural state of ease and relief and good feelings and well-being. It's a natural born state that you were meant to be in. Abundance expands to match our desires. The thoughts that you are thinking about abundance will lead you to your dreams. The fastest way to an improved financial condition is to look for pleasing things that you already have. And that's something that I'd like you to all be doing after the words here, is that today is to start writing down those pleasing things. Think about all the wonderful people in your life. Think about all the wonderful things in your life, the wonderful opportunities. The opportunity just for all of us to be together right now. The opportunity for us to have the freedom to be real estate professionals where we're not tied down to a job, if you will, just over broke. And the most wonderful thing is you, just how magnificent you are. And you have the love and you have the power to create anything that you desire. As you seek and find these things that are playing out in your life now, more of these things will come to you, and it's going to come quickly. These times We are each living is creating new desires that creates now, right now, a brighter future for you and for your family. Now, with no effort, your financial situation is improving. Believe it, know it. Financial abundance is simply the universe's response to consistent thoughts about abundance. As you now imagine your abundant life, before the evidence has ever shown itself to you, the evidence must come, and it will continue to come as you maintain the feeling of abundance. Every time you are feeling good, you're accomplishing the feeling of abundance, and money shall flow to you like a mountain stream. As you allow and believe this to be so, everything that you have asked for is making its way right to you now. You have now raised your vibration to that of your desires, to financial abundance, simply by improving your emotional state of being. It's as easy as this, and you have the power right now to feel good and line up with your higher self, with God and all that is. And with this, breathe in deeply. And know that financial abundance is now yours. And with that, look for, seek, and ask for more of that financial abundance, more ideas, more answers, more solutions, more leads, more easy ways, more fun, more play. And it is now done unto you. Boom. So, your thoughts? How do you feel? I feel good, like I knew that I would. Good vibrations. So, the power in that is just incredible. It's about you feeling good. It's about you feeling abundant. So, one of the things I'd like you to write down right now is write a list. After we're done here today, I want you to start writing a list of the things that please you, the things that are playing out for you. You know, and you woke up this morning, okay? Your heart is beating, and you didn't even have to tell your heart to beat. It's the same thing with you getting money. You don't have to tell anything. You just need to now relax, feel good, start appreciating the people, appreciate each one of us, and appreciate most of all you. You are just magnificent. You are one big ball of love, way bigger than what your body is revealing. And you have the power to not only bless yourself, but bless the world. And the power in your thought, in your prayer, can literally, as you rise up to abundance, you're going to be spreading that abundance everywhere. And so as you thrive, the whole world thrives. So thoughts, comments? I love you guys. Look at all your nice smiles.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you bet, man. Yeah, a little bit different than a regular real estate meeting, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to join. I've got to jump off in a couple of minutes. I've got a 1 o'clock Zoom meeting, but
Okay.
I didn't know how late you were going to run, but I think this is just fantastic. So thank you very much, Dr. Hank.
Well, great, man. You bet. And then remember, tomorrow we have our health, wealth, success at noon, and then the GPS on Thursday. And so thank you, Matt, and I appreciate your comment.
Nice to see everyone. Thank you. And thanks, Ryan.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
And we like to laugh and have more fun. We like to laugh and have more fun as we increase our income.
As we increase our income.
Abundant mindset is our new game.
Abundance mindset is our new game.
And money is our middle name.
Money is our middle name.
Only good things come our way.
Only things good our way.
Abundant mindset is what we say.
Abundant mindset is what we say.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
So I'm gonna, let's see, turn off the recording here. And then, so if